This is a video manual for the Vega note reader with single drum recycler and twin recycler. The video shows you the procedure of software download, sensor adjustment, jam removing and cleaning for these products. For any information not covered in this video, please refer to our service manual. Please remember, do not connect or disconnect the recycle cable while power is on. To download the software, the following tools are required: JCM Vega note reader, Blue Wave DX, USB cable A to Mini B. Remove the SD card and insert it into your PC. Install the software onto the SD card and save the firmware file in the Vega Systems folder of the SD card. If Vega Systems folder does not exist, create a new folder and rename it Vega Systems. Insert the SD card into the Blue Wave DX. On the Vega note reader, set dip switch block number 1, switches number 1, number 7 and number 8 on. Connect the Vega note reader to the power source. Before connection, ensure the voltage is either 12 volts or 24 volts, depending on the power requirement of the product. Connect the Vega note reader with the Blue Wave DX through the USB cable. Switch on the Vega and Blue Wave DX. Choose Firmware Update and press OK. The screen shows firmware version. Choose the firmware you wish to download and press OK. Then download will start automatically. Wait for the message, Download complete. The Vega bezel LED will show a blue light for a short while before switching to a flashing green light. The green light will change to yellow during the download process before returning to flashing green once the download is complete. Switch off the Blue Wave DX and disconnect the USB cable from the Vega note reader. Make sure to change the dip switch block number 1 to the original settings. Use compressed air, a soft lint-free cloth or a cotton swab to wipe dirt and stains from the surface of the magnetic and optical sensors, the rollers and belts. The sensor lenses are transparent and are made of polymer material, therefore please handle them carefully. To properly clean the Vega sensors, proceed as follows. Turn the power off. Open the upper validation section. Clean the appropriate path in the location of each sensor as well as the sensor itself. Please note, do not use alcohol, thinner or citrus-based products for cleaning any surface. Open the course reversing guide and clean the prism on the cover. If sensor boards have been changed or note acceptance is poor, calibration should be performed. For the calibration procedure, the following tools are required: Vega note reader, a PC, power supply. If the power is supplied via a host machine, no additional power supply is required. In addition, you will require the following: USB cable A to Mini B, Vega Adjustment 0 calibration program, white reference paper, black reference paper. Before performing a calibration procedure, be sure to clean the lenses of the Vega note reader. If any sensor is dirty, calibration will not be accurate. Set dip switch block number 1, switches number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 5 to on, and dip switch block number 2 switches all off. Turn the power on. Then the front panel LED will slowly blink in green. Connect the USB cable to the Vega unit. The other end of the cable should be connected to the USB port of the computer. Set dip switch block number 1, switch number 1 off. The front panel LED will begin to blink in a cyan, white and blue color sequence. Launch the Vega Adjustment 0 calibration program. Click on serial number which is located just below the Start screen button. Type in the new Vega serial numbers. That's the 10-digit numbers which you can see at both sides of the Vega unit. Click on the Start screen button to begin the entrance sensors adjustment. Then you'll receive the message to insert white reference paper. Insert white reference paper into the Vega note reader. When the white reference paper is set into the unit, press Yes. Then the calibration process will start. When the calibration with the white reference paper is completed, the window will ask you to insert the black reference paper. Insert the black reference paper into the unit. When the paper is set, press Yes. You'll receive the message to remove black reference paper. Remove the black reference paper and click Yes. As you press the Yes button, the unit will be activated and will flash the yellow light. Then a new window asks you to store the calibration data in EEPROM. Press Yes to store the data on your PC, or press No to complete the calibration without saving the data. Once the calibration is complete, reset the dip switches to the normal positions. Switches 2, 3 and 5 to the off position. In order to verify if the 8 sensors within the Vega unit are fully functional, perform the following procedure. Please ensure that the Vega unit is powered off. Set dip switch block number 1, switch number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5 to on. And dip switch block number 2 switches are all off. Turn the Vega unit power on. Set dip switch block DS1, switch number 1 to off. Then the front panel LED will go out. Sensor confirmation will be standby mode. Then please set the dip switch block DS2 as follows. To test the entrance sensor, set the number 1 to on. To test the validation sensor, set the number 2 to on. To test the side sensor, set the number 3 to on. To test the escrow sensor, set the number 4 to on. To test the RC flap sensor, set the number 5 to on. To test the stacker flap sensor, set the number 6 to on. To test the stack-in sensor, set the number 7 to on. To test the box sensor, set the number 8 to on. After each individual sensor has been tested, the appropriate dip switch should be returned to the off position. That's to say, when the switch number 1 test has been performed successfully in the on position, it should be reset to the off position before undertaking any further action. When the selected sensor detects an object, such as a banknote or a test paper, the front panel LED will show yellow color. When there's no object detected, the front panel LED display will be out. This completes the sensor test. To retrieve a jam located inside the banknote validator, proceed as follows. Press the 2 upper section buttons and open the upper validation section. Remove the coarse reversing guide cover. Remove the jammed banknote or foreign object in the transport path. In case you did not find the jammed banknote of the upper unit, remove the cash box from the Vega note reader. Rotate the cash box banknote transportation gear to remove the jammed banknote. In order to install either the Vega Recycler or the Vega Twin Recycler unit onto the Vega note reader, place the 4 guideposts at the base of the recycler unit over the corresponding holes on the top of the Vega note reader. Connect the cable to the Vega note reader. Remove the blue maintenance cover. On the RC Twin, remove the metal plate. To remove the blue cover, you need to press it and rotate it to the left. As you rotate the drum moving gear controls, the jammed banknote can be removed by opening the rear cover and rotating clockwise. Please do not rotate the drum moving gear in any direction without having a banknote in the unit. Cleaning the banknote recycler's transport path is very important. Iron powder or dirt on the recycler sensors may cause poor performance or errors. Perform a scheduled cleaning at least once a month to keep the recycler transport path clean. Use a dry, soft, lint-free cloth or a cotton swab to wipe dirt and stains from the optical sensors, the rollers and belts. If necessary, blow the inside of the unit clean with a compressed air jet to remove clinging foreign objects. Open the rear cover and clean the exposed rubber rollers and the 4 optical sensors. Clean the pinch roller and the 4 prisms. Make sure to use a lint-free cloth or a jet of compressed air to remove dirt and foreign objects. Use a pressurized air jet to blow out collected stubborn dust and debris from the unit.